everyone. Thank you for joining today. Welcome to Vibrant Wellness Sanctuary brought to you by 𝗙𝗍 Academy. So, what is Vibrant Wellness Sanctuary? We bring you experts from different energy healing modalities to help you upgrade your body, mind, and spirit. Today, we have a celebrity guest for you. He's my favorite. If you have been doing emotional freedom technique, I bet you must have come across at least one video of Brad Yates. Sorry about it. Brad Yates. Yeah, it's my excitement. Yes. Right? I can't even say your name, Brad. I am that excited. Right? So Brad is internationally known EFT wizard, no doubt about it. Okay, he has done thousands of videos. He has been to some pretty amazing shows, done courses, classes with pretty big shots. Yet, out of kindness of his heart, he has chosen to join us today. So let's make use of his expertise, people. Let's go tap with Brad and claim our freedom to thrive. All right. Thank you, Brad.
Well, thank you, Nila.
Big fan.
Thank
Big
you.
fan for your humor, especially, and the lightness you bring to healing. You know, healing is seen as heavy, intense, dense, but you bring some sort of lightness, and I'm pretty sure humor is a big healing agent. So you
Yeah,
blend.
it's a
Yeah.
spoonful of sugar that helps the medicine go down.
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And the topic suggested by you, freedom to thrive, is very, very powerful. I'm sure, all of us theoretically kind of understand we have access to infinite resources in this broad universe, but we don't function like that. So tell us a little bit more about the topic you gave us.
Yeah, so we do have access to all kinds of resources, but we also have a lot of old programming about why we couldn't or shouldn't experience that, about why it wouldn't be safe to be happier, healthier, wealthier, why it's not possible for us because it wasn't possible for someone in our family, and so they said it's not possible for us. So it's it's like being in a toy store and being told, "Don't touch anything. None of this is for you." And
Beautiful example. Yeah.
so we stop ourselves and with all these beliefs. So so I often talk about success beyond belief. It's the not only a lot of success, but it's the success that's beyond our current beliefs about why we couldn't or shouldn't have that. And so we have an energetic attachment to those beliefs. And if we try to change it, so we'll see all kinds of great speakers out there saying you can have anything you want, and all kinds of books telling you you can have anything you want. And part of us says, wow, that's very exciting, but no, I have all this programming because we have a stress response when we try to change something.
Mhm.
So if only we had a
Yeah.
simple way of dealing with stress.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what tapping is it's a stress relief technique. It's scientifically shown to dramatically lower stress. And so when we are looking at all these great things that we could experience in our lives, and we feel that stress that comes up when we try to go for it, the tapping helps us calm that down such that we start to say, you know what? It might actually be okay for me to let things get better in my life. It might be okay for me to do better in my life.
Yes. The good thing about tapping is it involves the body modalities. So it's not just energetic. It brings the changes in the energetic level into the body and it's
Yeah.
quicker. So I have made pretty big changes in my life with EFT. And what is can you share one of the miracles you have created with EFT in your life or in your client's life, Brad?
Oh, It's what's awesome about having things on YouTube is I get to hear things every day. So I'll go
Right.
through reading notes and having people talk about,
Yeah.
I had this huge shift in, oh, I had money show up unexpectedly,
Mm,
or I had a breakthrough with someone in my family who I was having a lot of trouble with.
right.
So
Amazing.
I get to
Yeah.
see things like that every day where people have had something that's been bothering them for years.
Mm,
And I could go into specifics, but also there are so many instances of this where someone has this memory of, well, this person was talking to me badly, or this person broke up with me, or whatever it might be, and it may be years ago, and they still are on the verge of tears just talking about it. And sometimes within a matter of 5, 10 minutes of tapping, they might even be laughing about it and going, wow, that was,
okay. Yeah.
boy, their personal communication strategies were terrible, but I'm so much better off now that I'm free, or whatever that might be. So that level of letting go of this emotional burden
Mm,
that was limiting someone's health, wealth, and happiness, and just it's gone, and now they're able. I was working with someone the other night, and they're talking about an ex who, it's like, I really need this person to understand, and I need an apology, or I need this. And we just tap through, even though I think I need this. And after a few minutes, I said, okay, now on a scale of 0 to 10, they had said, it's a 10. I need them to get this. And at the end, the person was like, nope, I don't need that from that person.
what they?
So we're no longer being held hostage by somebody else's behavior. It's like my health, wealth, and happiness is not dependent upon any other person making any changes.
Okay, yeah. So for me, the changes have been pretty phenomenal and immediate as well. Once I was very much engulfed in grief. I was in the bed for 7 days. Totally, my husband didn't know what to do with me. It was very, very difficult time. One round of EFT, I got out of the bed and went on with my normal life. It was that profound for me. So that kind of magic and miracle is available for every one of you. So let's go tap with Brad today. So please walk us through a humorous and creative, light-hearted
Oh,
EFT
Nila,
today.
you're gonna put the pressure on me for it to be humorous. I love it when the humor comes up, but it's not that I try to
I understand.
try to do that. And just a disclaimer,
Yeah.
the results are not always immediate. We in tapping, also known as EFT, emotional freedom techniques, there are times where people have had completely transformative experiences in a matter of minutes. But I never want to set the bar for that, such that, if you tap with me for a few minutes and you say, I don't feel much different, then you're thinking, well, I guess EFT doesn't work for me. It is always working. We can hook you up to a machine, and we can measure your brain waves. We can measure your cortisol levels, the stress hormone. And after the tapping, we can see that there are shifts, but consciously we might not be aware of it. So tapping, sometimes it's like taking a painkiller. So we're feeling pain, and very quickly, oh, the pain is gone. Sometimes it's like taking a vitamin.
Yeah,
We may
yeah.
no one takes a vitamin and says, "Wow, I feel so much different now. I feel so much better." But we have science showing, okay, there are
Amazing
benefits.
examples you come up with. Very simple, but correct.
Try to
Yeah.
have analogies that make it more clear.
Yeah.
So any tapping you're doing is beneficial. It'll be lowering stress, and even if you're not consciously aware of it, it will have profound benefits over time. So for anyone who's watching this who is new to EFT, I'll take you through a quick demonstration just to show you what the points are. And how the process works. So in general, what we do is we decide on what's bothering us. So it may be, well, I'm just feeling stress. I'm really scared about a meeting that I have tomorrow. Maybe I'm doing a presentation at work tomorrow and I'm really nervous about that. And it could be a physical thing. Maybe I have this tension in my shoulders, something that, and anything that we're aware of that's bothering us. And then we rate it on a scale of 0 to 10. So 0 being, oh, it's really not bothering me at all. 10 being, it's the worst it could be. And we try to notice what the physical feeling is too. So if I'm nervous about this presentation at work, where do I feel it? Oh, my heart is racing, or I have this knot in the pit of my stomach. So great, now we know what's going on for us. And we'll start by taking the fingertips of your index and middle finger and gently tapping on the side of your opposite hand. And we say, even though I have this issue, and we can name the issue and say, even though I'm nervous about this report, even though I'm feeling this stress, even though I feel this knot in my stomach, however we want to describe it, we say this 3 times. Even though I have this issue, I choose to love and accept myself. And we had that statement of love and acceptance because most of the time we say, we use a 4-letter F word. We say, I'm fine. How are you doing? I'm fine. We're totally in denial of what's there because we have to insist that we're okay. We, as human beings, there's a lot of pressure on us to prove that we're okay no matter what's going on. So what we resist persists. We want to identify it and we say, even though I have this issue, I still love and accept myself. We say that 3 times, and then we'll go through these points. Right here at the beginning of your eyebrow, and generally we tap these points between 5 and 10 times. If we're saying a longer phrase, it might be more than 5 times. So don't worry about the number, just a rough idea. And we repeat whatever the statement is that we're using. So this nervousness about this presentation, this knot in my stomach, this stress, whatever it might be. We go to the side of the eye, this issue. Right under the middle of your eye, this issue. Right under your nose, this issue. Right under your lower lip, just above your chin, this issue. Now right here where your collarbones just about come together, there's a little bit of a U shape at the base of your throat. And right there on either side, or you can even just make a fist and tap right over that whole area, this issue. Next point is about 4 inches below your armpit. It's right about bra strap level, and I'm sure even the guys watching can figure out where that is. This issue. And then finally, the top of the head. So with all of your fingertips, just tapping around the crown of your head. This issue. And you take a deep breath. And then you would check again and say, okay, I am nervous about this presentation. If it was an 8 before, it may now feel like it may go down to 0. Sometimes it happens that quickly. And sometimes it may just go from an 8 to a 7.75. But any bit of relief we get is a good thing. And also what often happens is it's like peeling layers of the onion. So as we're tapping along, I'm nervous about this presentation, nervous about this presentation. Oh, you know what it is? I had to give a presentation in the 3rd grade and I tripped over my words and everybody laughed at me. And I decided that I was terrible at giving presentations. And then I could be tapping on this 3rd grade presentation, this 3rd grade presentation, and I can release decades of stress that I've been holding on to. And I can not only feel better about the presentation tomorrow, I feel better about this presentation that I had decades ago that in my mind has been taking up space. So that's why we call it emotional freedom technique, because we have this new freedom emotionally. So that's the very basic version of EFT. You can do that on your own for anything, but now we're going to have some fun with it. Because I like to be a little more free form in playing with the ideas. So let's do this. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and hold it. And let it go. And just allowing yourself to be present. Thinking about what you'd really like to be, do, or have. So if we were to rate life on a scale of 0 to 10, in this case, 10 being positive, If you were to imagine life at a 10, just notice where you might feel that you are right now, and don't judge yourself harshly if the number is lower than you'd like it to be. Just allow yourself to be aware of what comes up. And just see what ideas come up around why it couldn't be a 10. Notice what you feel physically, notice what you feel emotionally, notice any thoughts, beliefs, or memories that might come up as to why your life couldn't be at a 10, why you couldn't be that person who lives life at a 10. So you might imagine a full-length mirror and see the version of yourself who's living life at a 10. And just notice where in your body you might have some resistance, some doubt, some fears about why it might not be safe, why you might not deserve it, why it might not be possible for you. And notice how true those beliefs feel. Notice where you feel them physically and emotionally. Take a deep breath, open your eyes, and tap where I tap and repeat back what I say. Even though I might be resisting things being better.
Can I repeat after you?
If you like, yeah.
No, it's okay. You go ahead.
So I'll ask folks to repeat out loud, and it's not going to because then it messes up the audio. But even though I might be resisting things being better, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though I might be resisting things being better, I choose to love and honor myself. Even though I might be resisting things being better, and I might deny that, I might say, of course I want things to be better. I'm not resisting better at all. But I choose to be open to the possibility that if I don't have what I want, it might have something to do with me, and it might be resistance. And even though I might be resisting things being better, I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself, and maybe anyone else who might be involved, because I choose to be that free. All this resistance to things being better, all this resistance to things being better, all this fear of things being better. And part of me might be saying, what on earth is he talking about? I'm not afraid of things being better. I have no resistance to things being better. And I can prove this because every single day, I'm doing everything I can to make everything better. I'm doing my best in my career every day. I'm taking the absolute best care of my body every day. Okay, maybe not every day. And maybe I do have some resistance. It's not that I am bad or stupid. It is not that I am weak or lazy. It's because I have old programming about why things couldn't or shouldn't be better. Maybe I've been told that I don't deserve things to be better. And I'd get in trouble if things were better. Maybe it doesn't feel safe. If I was happier, healthier, and wealthier, what kind of danger would there be? All of that could be taken away from me. But if I don't have it, they can't take it away. So maybe I resist things being better, so people can't take it away. Whatever my reasons might be for limiting how good things can be, I choose to love and appreciate those parts of me that are just trying to keep me safe. Self-sabotage is just misguided self-love. I limit my health, wealth, and happiness as an act of self-love. So I don't need to beat myself up when I do it. But I would like to change how I do it. I'm changing my mind about all this, allowing myself to know it really is okay for things to get better. It's okay for things to get a lot better. And I'm clearing the doubts about that. Clearing the resistance. Clearing the fear. Deep inside, part of me already knows the truth. I am a magnificent child of the universe, worthy and deserving of the best this world has to offer. And there is nothing that is too good for me. So I'm clearing all that old resistance, clearing it at a cellular level, and clearing it all the way back through my past. Releasing what no longer serves me, so that I have the freedom to thrive. Giving myself the freedom to succeed. And I'm loving myself in the process. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Close your eyes, go inside, and think again about life at a 10. And notice what that feels like now. Hopefully it feels a lot more possible, a lot more exciting, a lot more doable. And as I said earlier, it's often like peeling the layers of the onion. So as we were tapping and shaking things up, you may have had some memories about things in the past where, you know, a parent or a teacher said, well, you'll never amount to this, or you can't have this, or whatever it might be. And you can go, oh, yeah, that person was an idiot. You know. Or they just had really bad programming too. So they may have said it with the intention of protecting you. Don't get your hopes up, but give yourself permission to get your hopes up.
You're very spot on there, Brad. For me, what came up was my memory about my mom, she always said, life isn't easy. Life is like a punishment. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's
folks,
what,
be tapping while you hear that, in case any of you got messages like Nila did,
yeah.
to because that's a message that is often passed down in families. Yeah.
Yeah, so that came up in my awareness. And also, what you said about self-sabotaging being the misguided self-love, that was beautiful. That resonated with me as well. So, in a way, I had bought my mom's programming and wanted to uphold it so that I don't disappoint myself. So it was kind of self-love. It came out of
Absolutely.
self-love. Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely. We have so much programming about the worst thing that could happen to you is that you experience disappointment.
yeah,
So don't get your hopes up because you'll be disappointed, and that would be devastating. If that
exactly.
was true, so I always give the example of Thomas Edison inventing the electric light bulb. 1,000 attempts. If he had been disappointed on every one, he would have been dead. He would, or at least in the hospital. It's like, what happened to him? Oh, he was disappointed 1,000 times.
Exactly.
But it's
Yeah.
like, no, you just go, okay, that didn't work. Move on. So we live our lives trying to avoid disappointment. And what happens then is instead of taking the risk of disappointment, we guarantee disappointment.
That's a good one. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
But as human beings, we love guarantees. So we'll take the guarantee over the risk every time, even if it's the guarantee of something we don't want.
That's so good. I think
Yeah, at
everybody
least the
should follow
disappointment was
that.
by my own hand and not from somebody else. So
Yeah. So we can laugh at ourselves for choosing that and move on now. Right?
absolutely, absolutely, we can have
Yeah.
it. It's not, yeah, and even just laughing with ourselves.
Yeah.
And because we're not ridiculous. I mean, these beliefs are ridiculous. We're not ridiculous. We're doing the best we can with the program.
Yeah.
It's no more ridiculous than speaking the language that's the native language in your country. As though, well, I grew up in wherever. If I grew up in France, I should be speaking Chinese. No,
No,
it's totally
exactly.
normal that you're speaking French because everyone around you is speaking French. Everyone around you was speaking lack. Everyone
Another
around you
awesome,
was speaking fear.
another awesome analogy. Seriously, you make things so easy to understand for people, so easy to love themselves with your simple analogy. Yeah, so if you have grown up in a household where things were so limited, probably you are resonating with that. It's not wrongness.
It's
You
not
can,
wrong. You're not bad or stupid. You're
yeah,
you're just speaking the language that's spoken around you. And
exactly.
it is normal that you would feel stress when you try to do it differently, like trying to learn a new language.
Mm.
It can be uncomfortable, especially as an adult, if you're trying to speak to someone because I'm getting it wrong. So we just stop, and we stop ourselves. So, with if I have this belief because mom always said life is hard and
Mm.
it can't be easy, then if things seem too easy, that feels wrong, and I'm going to avoid something.
Mhm.
Um, and
Yeah.
because there's that stress response, and as we tap through the stress, we can let that go and say, okay, this is not a truth. This was somebody's belief, and I don't need to hang on to that anymore.
Amazing, awesome. The routine was, it was generic, unspecific. It was really beautifully blended. I'm sure, like me, many of the viewers, many of the participants would be feeling some resonance in some part or other in the routine. So it was really comprehensive, specific, and generic so that everybody can follow along and benefit. Yeah, very, very nicely put, Brad, and really, really grateful to you for your time and expertise.
Oh, I'm grateful for the opportunity to share this work. I want to get the whole world setting themselves free to live the best life and be the best version of themselves. So thank you for this opportunity to share this.
And I like that motto of yours, getting the whole world being free, choosing freedom. So that was beautiful.
It would solve everything. Everything that goes wrong in this world is because somebody is confined by some painful belief.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
when we feel
so
peace, we don't want to do any of that bad stuff.
another thing I wanted to acknowledge, we do invite experts from different fields, and not many people with your profile accept. So you have been magnanimous, and that shows how generous you are and how truly committed you are to um, upgrade lives for everybody in the world. So
Well, thank you. I
acknowledging
mean,
that
I
gratefully.
can't say it's completely altruistic because I live in this world and my family lives in this world. So we benefit from anything that I can do to make the world a better place.
Thank you. Is there any program coming up that you like to share with our viewers?
Oh, I have a number of live events coming up this year in Italy, England, New
Okay.
York, Phoenix, Croatia. And you can
Oh,
find
you
all
are
that
traveling a lot.
at 𝗕𝗿𝗃𝗏.com. Go to events and you can find out about that. I'll have a free 5-day challenge coming up in a few weeks. So yeah, there's
What's the topic
always
of?
something happening.
Amazing. What's the topic of the 5-day challenge? I'm very curious.
Well, that's an excellent question, Nila, because I haven't decided yet. I have a
Okay.
number of ideas, so I haven't settled
Okay.
yet on
Okay.
which one it's going to be, but it'll be something along the as all of them are along the ideas of being free to live your best life and be your best self.
Awesome. Great. So I'll be there
Excellent.
joining your 5-day
Excellent.
challenge. So that's a pleasure. So thank you again, Brad. And hey, everyone, please express your gratitude to Brad as well. And, if you like Brad to come back and give us more, please request in the comment. We will again invite him very nicely. And I'm sure from his kindness of the heart, he will come again. Thank you.
Twist my arm. I would love to spend time with you again, Nila.
Thank you. Thank you. Take care. Bye, everybody. Please share it with family and friends so that we evolve together, people. Bye.